Hello, my name's Jackie, and this is for my Women's Studies 401 class. My topic was Marxism, patriarchy, wage gap, and stereotyping, and who is the blame. And when I first started out with this, I just wanted to get some really solid sources, and then I tried to integrate that into an essay, but I didn't really know how to do that. So mostly the essay is me just finding overlapping ideas and trying to connect better, and just seeing how everything just fits together when it comes to like patriarchy and capitalism working together. So I discuss rights, policies, statistics, and sex discrimination, Marxist feminist perspectives, capitalist system controls on the wage gap and hiring, things that we do to perpetuate Marxist patriarchy with our choices, and the missing research that needs to be done in order to combat capitalism. And this is like, I'm trying to slow down.
I'm trying to start over.
No, I'm fine. Okay, so the big theory that I did, I'm just going to read this word for word. Title VII in the U.S. Equal Pay Act needs to be revised because it's not all-inclusive, so it allows for sex discrimination and wage gaps to occur. As for experiencing discrimination and bullying, which leads to 70% of the bullied to leave work permanently, the only form of action is to file a complaint or lawsuit, which in general doesn't lead to much and doesn't address the real problem. Although it is listed as one of the top reasons for not being paid well as others, it is still illegal to discriminate against mothers. But that doesn't mean that the employers still can't control the wage that they give them. The factors that keep the wage low and the demands of the job high for women is the human resource development strategies, which the main goal is not to give incentives of goals to do better, but to do as they're told, and if you're not, you're labeled a bad employee. Systems have a way to not pay people more because research shows that women are less likely to negotiate pay because they don't want to seem like that bad employee. As well as male and female employers penalize women more for negotiating pay. Even though it says women are still as likely to get hired as men, research shows that women are less likely to self-report good work than men, and confidence in men tend to get them hired more often. And the research that was most relevant was Marxist feminism, but I did do like half of it business articles, and then the other half were more alternative feminist writings. And why is the topic important? Because it affects everyone. Closing the gap benefits the economy as a whole because women are a part of the economy's growth and equally creates better jobs for all. And what are the implications beyond the classroom? Well, we're all here in Women's Studies 401 in college to get jobs. And so no matter what, you're going to experience gender discrimination, no matter if it's good or bad. And so the next thing that needs to happen in the future of research is that we just need a hell of a lot more research, because I find that there's a lot of gaps and missing information that we need. Like, there's a lot of research on the same education levels, but they look at different career paths, which is a lot of criticism is taken into account there. But I want to see same education and same career path economic development. And there really wasn't anything about different ethnicities or backgrounds with hiring or salary, and also more on minority women. And it's a whole bunch of talk really with theory, because there isn't a point. Like, there isn't like a developing factor that needs to be done. Like, there's not like, this is what we should do next. It's just pointing out a problem. So for future activism is mostly we need to rewrite Title VII in the U.S. Equal Pay Act, because that's our only choice, really, because you can start with the public sphere or private sphere, but I'm not the one to do it. We need someone who's more involved with policy to do that, and then get a whole bunch of people to back that, because a lot of people aren't doing anything to really combat it. It's just a thing that we need to do, because it's not men or women that are perpetuating it. It's capitalism, and we can't just like go charging over buildings. We need to, like, start somewhere solid, like policy reform. And, yeah, that's my presentation.